What's going on, guys? So I've been out for quite a bit, and there were a little bit of complications regarding the whole birth process and everything. Thankfully, everyone is safe, everyone is fine, and we're able to go ahead and create this video for you guys. Let's go ahead and dive right in. I always rest my briskets on the sous vide. It gives me a very good hold for a long amount of time without having to get one of those warming ovens or whatever the case may be. However, I haven't done it on steaks. And people usually say that holding it at around 135 for 3 to 4 hours, sometimes as low as 2, it makes it so tender. So let's go ahead and find out. Alrighty. So what we got here, Snake River Farms Black Grade Tri-Tip. Alright. I've had this for a while, just never had a reason to go ahead and open it up. But if you guys saw my post that I made, my wife and I recently had a little baby girl. So why not celebrate with a good Wagyu, well, American Wagyu, I should say, Tri-Tip. Bam! There you go. So this is about 3 pounds, I believe. So yeah, it's about 3 pounds. All right. So we have a whole bunch of, the marbling is insane. Come look at this, guys. Look at that. Marbling is insane, man. This is pretty fantastic. So yeah, gents, we recently had this baby girl, and it wasn't easy. There were some complications during the birth and everything that, I won't really get into it, but let's just say that it's a miracle that both our daughter and my wife came out of it strong, right? It could have gotten a whole lot worse, so thankfully everything went well. So that's one of the reasons, man, why, I haven't been able to go ahead and get any videos out or anything like that. Priorities have obviously shifted, but that doesn't mean that we can't create, good content. So I'm glad you guys are sticking around for it, because I like making these videos for you guys, man. Also for me too. So now that we have everything out the way, no more silver skin. No more silver skin. Let's go ahead and start with the bases. First up, it's gonna have to be the salt, man. And this is the thick version. Alright. There you go. It's a thick cut of meat, so it's definitely gonna take it real nice. There you go. But not overly salty. I've seen some tri-tips, man, with a decent fat cap on them. They taste phenomenal. This one didn't have a whole lot of fat cap, so it's very unfortunate, but still pretty good. There you go. Obviously the sides. There you go. You gotta have the garlic, bro. That's just law. Nothing like a good old SPG. But I will make different videos of different rubs, man. And if you guys been checking out some of the videos that I've posted in the past, you guys already know which rub is my favorite one. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you know what's my favorite rub. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, pepper cannon time. I'll say this and I'll keep saying it again. This thing is phenomenal, but it's also very expensive. So if you guys can get this as a gift, go ahead and do it, because it's pretty badass. But again, it does cost some money. There are alternatives out there, but I won't link them because I don't know if they personally work or not. So I don't want to give anybody any false hopes or anything like that. Same thing on this side. We already got the salt in there. That's what it looks like. Now the pepper. Let's go ahead and vacuum pack it. Now guys, everything I use, equipment, knives, whatever, Everything is going to be in the description below, so that you guys can use or have the ability to go ahead and use the exact same thing that I use. So I'm just measuring it up a little bit. Push any air bubbles out. And there you go. Doesn't that look like a very nice tri-tip right there, bro? All right, so we're gonna leave it like this overnight, and then tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and sous vide it. You might, I mean, I haven't heard of a lot of people leave it overnight vacuum packed, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I leave it seasoning overnight anyways. So we'll go ahead and see you tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day. I got the Nova at 135, and we're gonna leave this here for about 4 hours. This is the tri-tip. Look at the marbling on this thing, man. It's just phenomenal. I love snake river forms. All right, let's put this in here. So 135, 4 hours, and we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing out. It's been at 135, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Look at that, bro. All right, let's take it outside. All right, so we got the tri-tip ready to go. Let's go ahead and cut this thing out. Remember, guys, it's been at 135 for 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, I can't remember. So it's been there for a bit. Now, in order to get that sear action, man, we got to pat this thing dry. Without patting it dry, there's no sear. And that's the opposite of what we want. All right, temperature is about 500 degrees, more than enough to go ahead and get that sear action. Oh, hell yeah. That's exactly what we're wanting, guys. Full on sear, 100%. All right, let's get it out. Now we're gonna go ahead and give it about about a 10. This is a bigger cut of meat, so I'm gonna give it maybe about 15-minute rest. All right, so it has been a couple minutes. Now, here's the thing about the tri-tip, man. You see this seam right over here? You can kind of tell that there's kind of like a small little edge, a little line right over here. Well, in that line, it separates how the grains are running. You can see right in here, these are running about this direction, give or take. And these are running that way, right? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna cut it through here, and then I'm gonna start slicing onto this one right over here. Man, this thing is tender. I've never done a sous vide per se, a sous vide steak. But let's go ahead and see what the fuss is about. Look at that, man. Wow. It's so tender. Look at this, guys. It's at the perfect temp, side to side. I know the lighting isn't the greatest, But I can't really do the video on the inside, otherwise I'm gonna go ahead and wake up the baby. But look at that. Let me see if I can, if this is a better angle. Look at that. Cut one more. Again, guys, I'm cutting against the grain. Grains are going this way, so I'm cutting this direction. Look at that, man. Maybe the lighting is a little bit better here, but check it out, man. Look at this thing. Let's go ahead and check out how tender this thing is, man. Supposedly, from what people have been saying in regards to 3-4 hour sous vide on something like this, it's supposed to be very tender. So let's go ahead and check it out. It just bit right through, man. Just biting right through, man. Flavor's on point too. That's juicy as hell. You know what, guys? Give it a shot, man. At first I thought it was kind of gimmicky or whatever. I always use the sous vide to rest my briskets. Really makes sense, you know, for a long hold or whatever. Fantastic. But when it comes to steaks, man, it's just bite through so effortlessly. Definitely gonna have to keep doing this way more often, man. It's just incredible, man. It's been a little overwhelming having, you know, our firstborn coming to this life and everything, and there were some complications, and it could have ended a whole lot worse. Thankfully, everything is fine, and we're able to go ahead and celebrate by cooking up this fantastic Wagyu tri-tip, man. It's a Snake River Farms Wagyu tri-tip, by the way. But I'm just a little thankful that everything went so well, and cherish your friends and family, man. It's very eye-opening. But again, guys, everything went well. Food came out fantastic. If you like what you saw and you want me to go ahead and continue to do more of these videos, be sure to go ahead and support us by liking and subscribing. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Later, guys.